Peace legends, peace queen, peace kings. Let's get into it real quick. Today I'm going to be addressing the Bill Cosby accusations. Addressing the Bill Cosby accusations. Now, the only thing I have to say about that situation is it just disheartens me to see that there are just so many people who quickly believe everything the media says concerning this black man. Now, this man been in entertainment for a number of years. Okay, he's been a father figure pretty much to nations, and it just amazes me that, you know, people actually believe that one black man, one old black man, can actually rape or molest or abuse 13 white women. You know, it just amazes me. And you know, and what really disheartens me is that I know this same thing that happens to him, and it's happening to a number of black celebrities, is not outside of it happening to me. What's crazy is that these so-called white women, who are obviously opportunists, know that this man is rich, and all of a sudden, when he's like 80 years old and about to die, you want to come out in the woodworks talking about how he molested you. Right. Listen, I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, but white women, you are not the victim. You are not the victim. I mean, concerning, I don't care if it's an Indian, Chinese woman, I don't care what race the woman is. The last woman who was really a victim is a white woman. There is no woman in the world that is protected, especially in America, more than the white woman. And what kills me is that in the media, she's always the one. In the movies, in Hollywood, she's always the one everybody's trying to kill. She's always the one somebody's trying to molest. She's always the one somebody's trying to rape. Somebody's always trying to harm or hurt the white woman. Which in all reality, we know that's a lie. That is the biggest lie ever told. Yes, you might got a little small percentage of white women who actually know what pain is. But in all reality, come on, really, honestly, 13 white women accusing Bill Cosby of molesting them or abusing them or sexually assaulting them. Do you actually think he would have made it this far in his career? I can tell you a number of celebrities who are black and who have been accused of the same thing, and they didn't make it past the first one. Explain that. Explain that. So for 13 white women for this to happen to them, and for him to have such a career which lasted so long, and now when he's pretty much ready to go into the ground, you want to say that he molested you because you're trying to destroy his image? Why don't you just keep it real? Why don't you just keep it 100? Why don't you really keep it legend and exposed to everybody what's really going on with this Illuminati crap? You, in my opinion, are mad at this black man because he is not in support of the whole gay marriage situation. And until he stands out, obviously, this is my opinion, they approached him and they were like, listen, you need to stand fully in support of this gay marriage situation and go publicly and say that you are endorsing this. Which, in my humble opinion, why does anybody have to endorse your lifestyle? You have enough support. Why do I have to? Why does everybody have to be in support of the fact that you want to sleep with the same sex or the same gender as yourself? I don't understand. I really don't. And honestly, this is how that makes me feel. Straight up off the bat, I just get heated. every time. I know it's funny. You see the flames coming on top of my head, but on the real, I get heated every time we are put in a position where it seems that you must validate the fact that somebody else wants to have sex with the same sex. And if you don't do that, especially nowadays, if you're not with that agenda, all of a sudden now you're a rapist, now you're a child molester. Yeah, you've been in the scene forever, but right now you are an abuser, and then you're an abuser of white women. Wow. If this had been 13 black women, they would have swept that under the rug before you even got to hear about it. But now we want to come against one of the only pretty much black celebrities left, one of the only black celebrities left who is actually a father figure to the nation. He's considered a father figure to the nation. What are you really trying to accomplish by making this 80-year-old man who's ready to go into death look bad in front of everybody? And you know, black people who are in support of this kind of madness make me more sick than the white people who are actually out here doing this kind of stuff, because you don't see yourself as the next one in the position for them to talk crazy about. You want to say, you want to lean. That's why we, you know, blacks are still in slavery now. We're still in spiritual change because we will not support our own. We jump right on a bandwagon, right along with the Europeans who want to say, hey, he did rape these women. When it's crazy, or he did abuse these women, when in your heart you probably bad because he said that you black and you really need to get your act together and you need to stop wearing your pants down and pull your pants up. You know what I'm saying? So let's really break down, let's get to the real hardcore issue of why they are attacking this man. Because I never met one man who raped 3 women who were white, molested 3 women, or assaulted 3 white women, and was able to have a longevity in their careers, period. Kobe Bryant had 1 white woman incident, and look at him. Now you want to tell me that Bill Cosby, the pudding pop man, raped or molested or abused 13 white women? Like I said before, white women, you are not the victim. Just stop the acting classes. You're taking too many acting classes. You're in depth in Hollywood, too deep, where you don't even realize that you are the most privileged race in the world. Privileged race in the world. And that's the reality of the situation. And you know what? You could get mad. I'm going to take the heat for Cosby. I'm going to take the heat. I'm going to stand up like legend, and I'm going to act like it's me that's being persecuted, because you same people that are come against this man without proof, without really knowing the whole situation, without really knowing the whole story, you are the same people who will come against me and say that I touch little boys, I touch little girls, and I'm out here running around sleeping with 1 million women just so you could feel some kind of morally better about yourself, because you can't get up and do what you need to do in life and stand up for your people while they are oppressing us. If you did it to him, you'll do it to me. So before you even get around to saying Graphic Reborn is out here molesting kids, touching white women, making them victims. Look how big he is. Oh my God. How could he do that? Before you even get there, let me prophetically move 10 steps ahead of you and say that you are full of BS. Full of BS before the game even gets started. Like I said, if he had did it to 1, if he honestly had did it to 1, now you want to tell me that these 13, even if he had sex with all 13 of these white women, you want to tell me they didn't want to have sex with someone who was a multi-millionaire, whose status is beyond legitimate? Are you mean to tell me that they just bumped into Cosby on the highway somewhere and he just jumped in the car and molested him? Or felt up on him? Or abused them? You want us to really believe that? Or did they put themselves strategically, like the opportunists most white women are, seeing that this man had money, seeing that he has longevity, seeing that he is the golden goose, and they strategically position themselves to try to get and draw from him what they've always wanted in their life. That makes more sense to me. That makes more sense. I'm not a rich man, and I have never been once accused of molesting or abusing or trying to finger up a white woman. And you know what? I don't know any black man that is. In my life, I don't know that one black man that is. I don't know one. But I know every black celebrity, for some reason, they say, hey, you know what? Since I'm making $1 million now, let me go search around for a bunch of white women I can take advantage of. This is the perfect time to ruin my life. This is the perfect time. Let me find a nice, voluptuous white woman so I can, you know, destroy myself and give her half of what I got and settle out of court. Let's just stop. The real agenda is he is not doing what society, the media, those who are in power want him to do, and therefore they are sticking allegations to this man that are not true. That's my opinion. That's what I'm standing on. That's what I see. Because they're talking about these allegations are like 20 years old. Like this woman is and then the funny part about it, the crazy part about it, is that there was a comedian that was making fun of Cosby, trying to say that he was black. This was crazy. That's why I don't like half you black people. Straight cheese. You are our worst enemy. You co-sign this madness. This comedian is out there talking about, oh, how he you know, never been brought up on charges and how he's feeling up on women and all of this. And then right after that, these allegations pop right up on Bill Cosby. And I'm like, come on, man. That dude was like almost 80 years old, man. He can't even get up anymore. He can't even get up anymore. What are you talking about? But because you want to act like you don't know when you're too slow, you accept everything these white people who are in power tell you, and you don't question it, and you don't put yourself in that position, and you don't understand that this can be you next time. You think that you're above them sticking an allegation on you and saying that you did something that you didn't do. And until you put yourself in the position, until you look at life honestly, look at life honestly and ask yourself, when was the last time you really seen a victimized white woman anywhere? Only thing I see is that they are victimized. In fact, everybody know you better not touch that white woman. Everybody know you better not touch that white woman. You better one thing you can do whatever you want, but you better not touch that white woman, because you are going to be in a situation in which you definitely is going to take you 50 to 75 years to get out of. Okay, so let's get that out the way. Let's get that though. And you know what? I don't even care if you like this video. I don't even care if you're emotionally. I don't even care if you don't like me and you want to unfriend me because I said what I had to say. If you don't like what I got to say, it's obviously because you phony or you adapted to the system. And if you're phony and you're adapted to the system, then me and you don't have any communication anyway. We don't have a communication. There's no need for you to like what I got to say, because what I got to say is being birthed from from real life experiences that so many of us have experienced, and these are the same black people who walk around and act like there's no more racism in damn America. So I mean, I can go on and on about how, you know what I'm saying, people want to act like they don't know when they too slow. I can do this all day long. I can shoot another 30 minutes about black people who walk around. I don't even talk about white people. Black people who walk around and act like they don't know and they too slow, and you can't see that they killing our people. You can't see. You always want to lean to there has to be a legitimate reason as to why they are afflicting this black man. It has to be a legal reason why they are abusing people. Okay, what's the legal reason why for 400 years of slavery? What's the legal reason why? Give it to me. I like to know. I like to know what's the legal reason why they threw my ancestors, my mothers, my daughters, my sisters, my brothers, when they got sick on a slave boat, tied them up to chains and threw them in the ocean so they can die. What's the legitimate reason for that? What is the legitimate reason for the racism in America? What's the legitimate reason for why they put black babies in the crocodiles' mouths and call them gator bait so they can catch crocodiles in America? Let's break that down. Let's talk, what's the legitimate reason behind that? What's the legitimate reason behind any of it? There is no legitimate reason. You're an Uncle Tom, and you are a thorn in your own race, and you are the worst thing that the Europeans that are in power ever created. Don't know, acting like you too slow, motivated, Oreo cookie, black white boy. Hey, I just made that up now. I'm just going by the vibes. I'm going by the rhythms. That's exactly what you are. They're using you to destroy our people. You're co-signing this madness. Everybody who wants to be a victim, they make a victim because they want to profit from this dude's money. Straight cheese. They want to profit from this dude's money, and the fact that he got money, that's all they're interested in. And because they were not able to draw the significant amount that they felt that was liable to them, this is why there's so many reasons why they are attacking this man right now. You don't even know. He's one of the last wholesome people that we got left. Okay, what do we got left, Lil Wayne? I notice every celebrity that's not being messed with is with the gay movement, is in support of the gay movement. I don't have any, and yeah, gays should get married, and yeah. That's why I'm not famous, and that's why they don't let me in, because I stand like a lot of my brothers, and we say, we don't believe in that. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. We do not believe in that. So because we don't believe in that, you have us on the outskirts and you won't let us in. That's fine. That's why we have social media. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this video to a close, and again, this is the longest video I've ever really done. And if you're offended by what I had to say, sorry, too bad. But take a little look at your history, and you tell me if you don't see what I'm seeing. All right? And when they do it to you, and you know what, that's why I definitely like to laugh at black people who are just straight Uncle Tom. And we get into the Uncle Tom word because they said Uncle Tom was somebody who actually didn't snitch after he was tortured, and they switched that word around as well. But we all know Uncle Tom to be somebody who are pretty much a slavery ass kisser. But you Uncle Toms that are out there, I hope this affects you in a way that it never affected anybody else in life. I hope you go to sleep and you wake up with nightmares and bad dreams. I hope when you wake up, you see my face saying that, you know what, you are a true sellout. And the only thing you ever wanted to be when you was a kid is when they said, hey, what you want to be? A fireman? Hey, what you want to be? A police officer? You was like, hey, when I grow up, I want to be a white man with green eyes and not be oppressed. And that's what most of you are doing. You just want to be white because you don't want to be oppressed. You don't want to link to the struggle because you feel you're outside of it. So, too bad. Hey, put your comments on. Do whatever you got to do. I am responding to the Bill Cosby accusations. So I don't need nobody getting on here talking about, you know, the spiritual concept, you know, the Bible and all that. That's fine. I believe in the Bible too. I'm just addressing the accusations because some of us are so heavenly bound we ain't no earthly good. And we don't need that right now. All I need you to do is to relate to the struggle of this man right now and really tell me, do you believe that he abused 13 white women? Peace and head, Grease Legends. I'll holler at you until next time. 100.